The next live taping of the Song of the Mountains at the beautiful Lincoln Theatre in Marion, Virginia takes place on January the 11th. And this morning we want to welcome Bob Watkins, the director at the Lincoln Theatre today. Time to get us ready for a wonderful evening of music and so much more. Y'all are constantly having great events there at the Lincoln Theatre. But let's start with Song of the Mountains. You got a great lineup coming in. It starts with Scythian.
This year we start our 21st year of taping the Song of the Mountains there at the Lincoln Theatre. It's a great partnership between the two of us. This one we have 3 bands for the January show on January 11th. Opener is Troy Engle and the Southern Skies. Then we've got Becky Buller, a Grammy Award-winning songwriter and performer at the Opryland.
Right.
And then Scythian goes ahead and closes it out there, and that's always an action-packed show there with Scythian.
You know, being 20, it's hard to believe 21 years ago, this became the official, television program. Over the years, it's become the official television program of Virginia. It's quite an honor to have it there at the Lincoln Theatre, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's a great partnership. Like the Lincoln Theatre 20 years ago is when we renovated and reopened and everything. So the partnership here, it's been there from the beginning and it just continues to grow. So it's always good for our area and also just maintaining the tradition of the folk music and Appalachian music here in our area. It's a great honor to have that.
And I think that's one thing I really like about Song of the Mountains. The music, I think everybody thinks it's just bluegrass, but it's not. It's so much more.
Right, yeah.
I mean, bluegrass, I love bluegrass, but there's Americana. There's all different genres of music coming.
Absolutely, and Scythian is a big example of that. Anybody that is familiar with Scythian, if they're going to festivals or anything like that, they get a huge draw at the stage. Massive energy there, and it's just a complete different sound that you would get, but it still fits the genres there with the Song of the Mountains, so it's going to be fun.
And you were telling me, before we started this interview, you've been on the job there as director for about 7 months now.
Right.
Talk to me about the message you bring to people when you go outside of Marion about the Lincoln Theatre. I could sit here, and I've been there, and it is a beautiful theater. What do you tell folks about the Lincoln Theatre?
The biggest thing that I've found in my short time of being there is it's sort of like going back in time when you're going in there to watch a performance, because we're starting to do film and everything. We do silent films, and we had a silent film with the Tri-City Orchestra that was doing the musical score. So when you're sitting in the audience, you're watching the silent film, but you're hearing that orchestra playing. It's just like traveling back in time, and it's just an amazing feeling and experience, and it's something that you really can't understand until you're in there seeing the murals up on the walls and everything like that, and the design. And
I tell folks all the time, the vibe in downtown Marion is second to none. I mean, it is really, you're kind of going down there and it feels like home. It really does.
Yeah, it has. I've been there for about 11 years now, and the day one when I went into town, everybody just treats you like a neighbor, so it's really fun. It definitely goes back to Mayberry.
And we're going to take a look right now at your website there for the Lincoln Theatre. Y'all have a lot of shows lined up coming up, a lot of events coming up over the next few months.
Absolutely. We are in the process of starting a theater performance. We're going to try to do some community theater programs, so we're going to have some acting workshops there, so we're trying to get in with add that to our venue and line up with all the concerts, the movies, and then trying to get some live theater in there as well. So a lot of stuff there. Lincoln.org is the place to go to get all that information.
All right, Bob, we appreciate you stopping by. Happy New Year to you.
I'd appreciate having me.
Folks, the Lincoln Theatre Song of the Mountains, that live taping is coming up Saturday, January the 11th, 7 p.m. Our good buddy Tim White will be right there. Songofthemountains.org for more information.